So today we shall continue from where we stopped. And before that, let me first and people welcome. Susan Yasikia, Amondi, Charles,
Present.
Arion, so good. On our previous lesson, we learned about tools that we normally use when we are doing certificates. So please, because I know you are all present, can you participate in telling me some of the tools that we normally use in doing certificates? Good. So today we are doing surveying. And surveying entails more about taking levels on a site. And in survey, we normally encourage people to come in full PPEs. And as I look at you guys, you're not in PPEs, so please, you should adhere to the personal protective equipment and gears when coming for our next session. So today, I want to show you how to set up the machine when doing survey work. So with me here, I have this. Do you have anybody who know what we call this? That's people start. Good. What about this? Yeah, that's good. Here with me I have another very expensive machine. All this. Good. And along with it we have this. This is a plumber. So now we start this operation. Now I want you to come closer so that you can see what we are going to do. And this being a piece of sand, we have a base. This is a base where we mount the dumping level. And if you can check, here we have a tightening screw. We tighten the dumping level with this screw. So the next step is to open these legs. You open this stand, your convenient height, your workup, the height that you're comfortable with. So you just loosen this nut. Tunaona unaifungua namna hiyo. If that is your comfortable height, una rock. Then after rocking, you open up the legs. Then after making sure that the base plate is leveled, you just drive these legs firmly to the ground. Yes, and that is number one operation for that we normally do before we mount the dumping leg. And the reason why we make sure that the triple stud is formed on the ground is to avoid to avoid that when you are carrying out the operation, to avoid these legs from moving because it will affect the bubble from its center position. Right. Next, we take the dumping leg, bring it there, using the tightening screw. Tighten. Then after tightening, we normally use these screws, the fine adjustment knobs. If you can check, as I use it, there is a bubble here. Now we are trying to bring this bubble to the center. So we use these screws. And before that, if the previous person had not returned these bubbles to their position, you just close first, unafunga yote kwanza, ndio unaanza tena. Sawa? Hivyo. Sasa iwezi kusumbua, na unapofunga utaona hiyo kitu the bubble inaenda sasa center. It is very easy ukizipeleka zote chini, because sasa ikiwa hapo you just bring it center, itaenda vizuri sana. It is now at the center. Now it is now at the center. Check. Now after that, you rotate this machine 360 degrees. You just make sure that the bubble remains to the center. You see, it returned to its position where we wanted it to be. So now after this, you take the stuff. So that you can correct the readings. But before that, before using the stuff, you have to remove the parallax. The parallax LR, which you normally remove it using the white material. Now before you start taking the readings, like this, if you see that there are no parallax LRs, you know, go ahead and start taking the readings. Are we together up to that point?
Yes.
Do you have any question? Do you have any person with any question up to that point?
Yes. Now, what is parallax?
Parallax LRs, these are LRs that are, you see, if this machine was not well kept, you get the parallax. No, you read a reading, that is, you get a false reading. Now to remove that, you normally use these white materials to see if the rains are really, they can really see well, if it is visible. Yeah. Any other question?
What is the purpose of the bubble?
The purpose of the bubble, it is just to make sure that the machine is leveled at the center, just to avoid hii ni kama ile sasa unafanya pale kwa mjengo. The verticality of this machine is determined by this bubble. Sasa huwezi fanya kazi kama hii machine the bubble is not at the center. It will give you, again, it will give you wrong readings. But when it is at the center, it is vertical. So the readings that will be taken, they will be correct since the bubble is at the center. And I told you,
Yes.
we have this, we have this. We have like these screws. We have like this screw. Do you have any idea what they are normally used for?
Maybe I can try.
Yes.
They are used for focusing.
Good. These are used for focusing. If the stuff is it's a bit far and you want to bring it closer, use this for magnification. And if the stuff, what about this? Anybody with an idea? Yes.
It brings the object into sharp focus.
Another person. Good. A good try, my brother. But now this you just these are normally for rotating the machine as you try to focus the stuff. You see, the machine rotates. You can see. Yeah. Just to check where the stuff man is. If you are not seeing, if you are not be able to focus, you can use this to just find the stuff. You see namna hiyo? So now, yes. Now the work of the pram bob, if you are taking levels, if you are now, this is your very first day that you have a project, you are starting a project, and you have a TBM, that is the temporary benchmark. Let assume that the temporary benchmarks is the point, ndio inakaa hiyo namna hiyo beacons. So now unafunga hii kabiro hapa. Sasa hii our machine has no that point where we can tie this trombone, but I can just demonstrate how we fix it. Now this plumb bob unaifunga hapa, unaifunga mahali hapa, inaguza hii the point, the head of that point namna hiyo. Remember this is a new project you are starting, eh? So the readings that you correct, it is correct from this now, from this point. So unaifuga hapo, unaenda mpaka hapo, hiyo inakupea kitu kama hiyo. Sasa hii kabila lazima irenge hapo, lazima touch this point. Sawa. Another question? 20. So good. Just I want a thin map. You'll be a thin person today. Just to walk some meters. So today I just show you how that is the work of that stuff. As you can see, it is graduated, right? You can see that we have 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. That stuff is normally graduated in meters, but in engineering we normally use millimeters, right? So as you read, that is 0.1. When booking, you just indicate, if at all the readings that you correct from here is 0.1, you just write 0.100, right? If it is 10, that is 1 meter, 1.00. Now that those dots, madam, can you touch please? That you see the bottom part of that dot, it is 1. Then as you go, that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get another figure. Then from 9, for example, from 9 you get 10. You go to 10. Now, in our next session, we shall learn more about now booking. That is the point where I'll explain you more about those readings. So today, I just want you to repeat what I've just shown you here. So, can you please come on and do that demonstration? Just one person to take us through.
So, the teacher has said, you open this triple stand at your chest height. Is it so? So then the next step, you form it on the ground. So, and after forming it on the ground, so the next step is to make sure it is at this level. Then you fix it. There's a dummy level with a screw. After forming it, then you level this machine into these two foot screws. Then you start adjusting this using these foot screws. You see it is working now. So the next step is you you look at this through this lens so that you can see the stuff.
So the teacher has said before you take the reading, you have to turn the machine 360. And if you have turned the machine, you confirm if the bubble remains at the center. Then the other thing is remove the parallax before start taking the reading. And from there, you have to start reading, which is provided, and it is called E-type. You can see to put it.
So another person to try. Yes.
So at the start, you have to open, ensure that this surface is relatively flat, that you are continuing height. Then after that, you have to mount the machine on the level. Then unaangalia hizi foot screws. Maybe mwanafunzi alifanya na kufunga vizuri. Sasa unazifunga kwanza before you set the bubble at the center. So sawa. So I have to use this foot screw to ensure that the bubble is at the center. So you have to use these two to bring the bubble at either side. Then you use this one to bring the bubble at the center. The bubble is at the center, you can see. So tuna turn machine 360 to confirm the bubble if it remains at the center. Na yetu imebaki at the center. So after that, na confirm the machine parallax, then we start taking the
Let's take this. Yes, I want to just what Malima said. Malima said you separate this leg of the tripod stand into your convenient height. Make sure the base of the tripod stand is level. After ensuring that it is level, you take the dumbbell level and mount it on top of the tripod stand. After mounting it, now
sure the bamboo is at the center of the circle. You align the dumpy level to one of the two foot screws. After bringing the bamboo at the center of the circle, you align the dumpy level to the other two foot screws and ensure that the bamboo is at the center. And also align the dumpy level to the other two foot screws. And also you can rotate so that you can check whether the bamboo is still at the center. Now, after ensuring the bamboo is at the center, now we remove the parallax before reading, before taking what? Before taking the readings. So we use a white material to check whether you can see, and as you can see, it is good for you to take the readings. Now we have the adjustment knob that is used to focus the readings in the stuff. You can use them either to align the dumpy level with the stuff. Use these buttons. Now you have this knob, the magnification, the magnification knob for magnifying and ensuring you are getting the reading very well, very well. As you can see, I can take readings from here. Yeah, I can take readings from here and standing. So I think that is what Malima said. I want to do this time for Malim to find out.
So thank you very much. So far, so every student is able now to save the machine. So now that's the procedure. Now we do save the machine. And from today, just know that this is what's called the dumping level, and those are the components that we use when we are taking the levels. So again, I want to just check whether you have understood our session of the day. So can somebody tell me what we normally use when when doing setting out using the dumping level? What are some of the tools that we normally have? Anybody? Yes, another person?
Dumpy level stand.
Yes,
Tripods.
tripod stand. Yes, and that's some of the tools that we use. And we talked of the parallax. What do you mean with that? Parallaxella. Anybody? Eric? Yes, these are errors that can cause inconveniences when taking readings. And normally, if you take reading when you have not removed the parallaxella, you'll obviously get wrong readings. Good. So today, as wider, I just want to leave you with an assignment. And since we are in the ground, I'm not writing anywhere, I just said verbally. Although I'll send it to the class lab using the WhatsApp. But if you have somewhere you can write, just write this down. And advantages of using the dumping level when taking readings. So that one you will share it using your platform. Then we'll mark and submit in our next session. Thank you very much. Now, let's dismantle the machine now. Okay, kindly. Dismantle, please.